Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A robbery near the IRB office once again, and we've got the exclusive. An employee at the Kmart appliance says they're giving him a raw deal, and the gun buyback program moves to St. Croix. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. Our top story tonight, there's been another robbery in the vicinity of the Internal Revenue Bureau on Sunny Isle. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this exclusive report.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We just have a breaking story to report, and I'm here with the lady here who was robbed just about a half hour ago here at Internal Revenue Bureau. Sweetheart, I hope, first of all, you're okay. You keep holding your stomach, but you said you had surgery in the past. Yes. Tell us what happened.
Well, I was coming out from Kmart because my shoes wasn't good, so I went and changed, buy another shoe. They had it on sale, so I coming up the road, and I was walking on that side to the bureau there. When I saw...
You walked from Kmart to
come
here?
Yes, I was going to Innovative to go and pay my bills.
Yes, ma'am.
But by doing so, I saw this young man walking behind me with his shirt over his head, a white T-shirt. So I decided to cross over on the other side because I don't trust them. By doing so, he keep walking fast all inside there to the cars and talking to somebody on the phone and saying, "Oh, wait for me now, I'm coming soon. I'm coming through Innovative alleyway, you know, at the back." So I walked and he went up. When he reached by where they have the things, those tank things, and I sat up under the Jojo tree right there. He just ran fast and he put the T-shirt right over his head and run and grab my cell phone that was in a little pouch and run with it. So I keep calling them and I saying, "Thief." It was a lady who was going into her car. I said, "Stop thief, stop thief." And when the lady started to say, "Look, he run all through here and go through," and the lady say, "Look, the lady body, maybe he steal things from the lady or the lady money," and the two security men came out. But when they come out, they see him running like a devil with his T-shirt over his head. But he's a slim, tall, young man with a little light collar. He at first when he was walking behind me, I turned back and see him. He had a nice little nose. And then after he pulled the bag, from the pouch from me, he covered his head, his face. So I couldn't really tell you again what he really looked like.
He didn't take any cash or jewelry.
No, it's only...
But he got your cell phone.
Yeah, he thought it was money in there because the little pouch is as long as this.
Oh, you
a
have
little pink pouch, yes. And I hung it into the belt.
Yeah.
So he thought it was money in there.
And you just had surgery on your stomach.
Yeah,
so it's a good thing he didn't rough you up too bad. But I see you keep feeling
He didn't do...
Are you sure you don't need medical attention?
No, Mr. West, I'm okay.
What would you like the community to know right now?
I want them to, this theft that is going on around us, the government's supposed to try and do something with for them to help people. Because they are robbing people for nothing. Because I ain't got nothing in there but a cell phone.
Sweetheart, I hope we catch this guy and you'll get another phone because your life is more important. Please get your stomach checked out.
My name is Mary James.
All right, Miss Mary, and you going? It'll be okay. If you know anything about this, please call 778-2211, 911, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. This could be your mom. This could be your daughter or your sister or your wife. Come on, man. A $10 cell phone, pay as you go. You dirty dog. I hope you and your friends is watching this. I'm Wes Small at IRB for News Channel 8.
And in other news, an employee at the Kmart appliance on St. Croix cries unfair labor practices. So News Channel 8's Wes Small did some digging and watch what he found out.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We're at Kmart Appliances, and I'm here with Mark. He is a disgruntled worker, and he has a story to tell. Thanks a lot, Mark. What's wrong?
Well, for the past 11 years since I was with the company here at Kmart, I've been working 40 hours a week, being benefit as a full-time employee. But for the past year or so, or 2 years ago, they decided to decrease my hours and decrease my benefits. When I investigated and questioned them what's going on, they tell me that I'm not I'm not a full-time employee, I'm a part-time employee. And I was really distraught about it because I wanted to know, what you mean I'm not a full-time employee, so why am I getting these benefits? So nobody seems to have an answer for me. I questioned the general manager, the local manager, the parcel manager, the regional manager, and all they're telling me, I'll get back to you. I went to vacation this year. When I come back, they decrease my days. They're telling me they're going to get with me, they're going to speak with me. Nobody hasn't come to me from the 18th of April to the present. Nobody speak to me about it. And I really beyond frustrated right now because the more they decrease my hours, the more I can't be able to afford my needs that I normally deal with on a day and a weekly term. So right now, I really reaching out to the public because somebody out there who have advices to some legal issues, I need to get these things addressed because I can't deal with this frustration.
All right, a couple of questions here. Let's go back. You've been here how many years? 11 years?
11 years.
Okay.
From since 2000.
And your hours were normally over those 11
40 hours a week.
You
40, I work.
day?
Yes, sometimes I work 8 to 5, sometimes I work 9 to 6. Now I'm working like 11:30 to 8:30, but my hours have been decreased dramatically. Now, yesterday I was scheduled for work for 1 o'clock, from 1:30 to 8:30. I mean, that was really hurtful on my part because I have never worked those kind of hours in my years I working with Kmart.
Well, I have to tell you that I believe it was over about a year ago when Senator Hansen had informed me that there was some possible racist activity happening at your store, but I don't think we ever really finished with that situation. I'm going to go inside and see if I can find some answers. Well, I did go inside of Kmart, and I asked, who is the manager in charge? A young lady told me it's Mr. Niles. When she went to look for Mr. Niles, she came out and told this reporter Mr. Niles was off today. Then I found out from the second in charge, Rod, that Mr. Niles is really upstairs. Looks like I was lied to. Well, nonetheless, Mark is not happy. He's been discriminated against, and that's why News Channel 8 is all over this one. At Kmart Appliances in Sunny Isle, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And the Carib Project is kicking off again for incoming 9th grade students attending Central High School. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. This is a win-win situation at Central High School. Things are kind of quiet now. There's probably only a couple of summer classes going on. Place looks pretty good for infrastructure, too. Now, we did this last year with Miss Denise Gomes. She's a teacher here at Central, and the name of the program is the Carib Project. It's summer workshops for incoming 9th graders. So you're not shocked, as you go into high school. It took me like a whole semester for me to find my homeroom when I first got into high school. I was lost all the time. Well, Miss Gomes, I guess last year it was a success, and now you're going to explain about the orientation program so students won't get thrown into the deep end of the pool, so to speak, and learn to swim.
That's right, Wes. This is our third year actually with the swing program, where we bring in the incoming 9th graders from the various junior high schools and give them an orientation session where they can get used to our campus, get some academic enrichment, some social skills, meet some new peers, meet some adults on campus, so when they come to school, it's not such a shock for them. You know, nationwide, we see a trend where about 40% of our 9th graders are retained each year. So what we're doing is we're trying to intervene, give them the support that they need so that they can be successful in their 9th grade year and throughout their high school career.
That is very smart. I mean, it's just a great decision because, now you start getting to college prep courses and dealing with your guidance counselor. And all the time you're coming into maturity and your body's changing and things are going on at home and stuff with your siblings. And, now mommy and daddy aren't there anymore. It's time for you to get to a big campus and start succeeding on your own. So now how could people get in contact with you, Ms. Gomes, if they want to get their students or their children into your course?
Okay, well, the course begins on Monday the 27th. And we're having a meeting with the parents and the students on Friday, coming Friday at 5:30 in the school's cafeteria. If you haven't submitted an application for your students already, feel free to come to the meeting at 5:30 and you can fill one out at that time.
That's wonderful. That's very important. Friday, school cafeteria at 5:30. If you have an 8th grader just passed to the 9th grade,
Right.
and they're on their way here to Central or the complex, or just Central?
Just Central High School transfers. And we also want to invite students transferring from private schools as well. We don't want to overlook that population because it's a real adjustment coming from the private school into the public school system where there's so many students. So it really helps them to get a foot in the door and feel a little bit more comfortable on day one.
That's great. So we covered a couple of things. If you are a new transferring student from a private school sector into the public school sector, be good to get here for Friday, 5:30 in the cafeteria. And if you have an 8th grader that just graduated, they're coming into Central to be a freshman, then come see Ms. Gomes and her staff 5:30 at the Central's cafeteria. They can be indoctrinated. They won't be shocked. They can be oriented. And then they have to see their guidance counselor. You have a job to do. You have to go to the PTA meeting. Don't miss one PTA meeting. Then you have to do that, and you have to check your child's book bag. Make sure their schedule is complete. Make sure they're going to class. Do the right thing, and you'll have a college-bound student. That's good. Ms. Gomes, thank you very much.
Yeah, just one more thing. I would like to say that this is funded 100% through a 21st Century Community Learning Centers grant, so it's 100% free to the parents, except if you do not have proof of insurance for your student, there will be a $20 insurance fee. Okay. So the only fee you'll have is $20. We give them school lunch, and they get transportation home free of charge on
Really?
taxi buses. Yes, sir. So you get them here in the morning at 8 o'clock, and we will transport them via taxi bus to their homes at 12:30.
Oh, man, that's a great idea. That bless you for that one. All right, with Miss Gomes at Central High School, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And good luck to all those incoming 9th graders. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Crime Stoppers report plus more. Stay with us on Channel 8.